From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, March the 1st, 2021. The United Arab Emirates' first ever ambassador to Israel, Mohammed Mahmoud Al-Khaja, arrived in the country and presented his credentials to Israel's president, Reuven Rivlin, today. Al-Khaja was welcomed at the president's residence in Jerusalem with a celebratory reception, including a red carpet and musical accompaniment. Rivlin spoke to the new envoy first in Arabic before his remarks in Hebrew, calling it a moving ceremony and a terrific day in which the Emirati flag flies alongside the Israeli flag over the president's residence in Jerusalem. Rivlin told Al-Khaja the entire Israeli nation is moved and welcomes you gladly. Rivlin said leaders sign deals, but real peace, lasting peace, that peace is made people to people, face to face. Al-Khaja said, I will make every effort to make these relations ever tighten, to close the gap between the two countries and their people. He said that by cooperating with Israel, the UAE is offering a new civilizational approach that looks to open the door to new opportunities, he said. Two nations have a shared mission to establish peace and security throughout the region. Earlier today, the new ambassador met with Israeli Foreign Minister Gabi Ashkenazi, and it is expected that he will meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the coming days. And staying with Netanyahu, the Prime Minister said today he believed that it was Iran behind an explosion that hit an Israeli-owned cargo ship on Friday. Netanyahu told the Khan public broadcaster, this is indeed an action by Iran. It is clear. The ship was in the Gulf of Oman and no one on board was hurt in the incident. It was unclear at the time of the incident if in fact the ship was targeted because it was Israeli-owned, as it operates under the flag of the Bahamas. Israel's High Court of Justice ruled today that those individuals who convert to Judaism in Israel through the Reform and conservative movements, not just Orthodox, must be recognized as Jews and are entitled to Israeli citizenship. The ruling is part of a 15-year appeal for a dozen people who converted through non-Orthodox denominations in Israel. The news was welcomed by some in Israel's Knesset, while others strongly condemned it, as did Israel's chief rabbis. Prime Minister Netanyahu has not responded to the ruling. Well, Jewish organizations are calling for a State Department employee to be investigated after Politico reported on anti-Semitic, extremist, and racist posts made from his personal website. Fritz Berggren's posts reportedly include him writing that Jewish ideas poison people. CEO of the Anti-Defamation League, Jonathan Greenblatt, wrote that there is no room for hate in government. We call for full investigation. B'nai B'rith International called for Berggren's dismissal, tweeting that extremism has no place in government. The American Jewish Committee noted that in hundreds of posts, U.S. diplomat Fritz Berggren shared his racist and anti-Semitic worldview. In any public-facing industry, there would be consequences, asking if the same rules apply to the State Department. The Golden Globe Awards were held last night in a mostly virtual format because of the coronavirus. Jewish winners included Aaron Sorkin for Best Screenplay for The Trial of the Chicago 7, which he also directed. Sacha Baron Cohen won 2 Globes in the Best Actor in a Comedy or Musical category for the title role in Borat, subsequent movie film, which also won Best Comedy Musical. And Dan Levy won a Golden Globe for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series for Schitt's Creek. Iconic writer, producer, TV creator Norman Lear was given the honorary Carol Burnett Award, recognizing the 98-year-old's outstanding contributions to television on or off the screen. Israeli actress Shira Haas, the first Israeli ever to be nominated for a Best Actress Golden Globe, did not win in her category for her work in Unorthodox, but she expressed her deep gratitude for what she called the unbelievable honor of being nominated. And Israeli actress Gal Gadot presented an award for Best Foreign Film. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Monday, March the 1st at 7 o'clock. It's The Wisdom of Dr. Ruth. At 7:30 on Eric Goldman's Jewish Cinematheque, Eric speaks with filmmaker Keith Thomas and lead actor Dave Davis about The Vigil, their new Jewish-themed horror film centered on the Jewish ritual of Shomer, keeping vigil. At 8 o'clock, Knesset members Michal Kotler-Wunsch, Dov Lipman, Michael Oren, and Yehuda Glick discuss the challenges they face in Israeli society and in their leadership roles, sharing their thoughts on the Jewish diaspora in a program of JNS moderated by Eliana Rudi. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Michael and Susan Ashner, founders of the Beit Ruth Educational and Therapeutic Village in Israel, which helps at-risk girls. At 10, Rabbi Kaber Sfanye speaks at the 92nd Street Y. And coming up next, Alan Dershowitz interviews Newsmax CEO Christopher Ruddy on The Der Show. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, March the 1st, 2021. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy. Stay well.